Welcome to Trash the Past, Crown the Queen. I'm your host, Whitney Morgan Ward, and this is your soul's rebirth. You came here to break the cycle, to burn the stories that told you to stay small. It's time to reclaim your power. What are you waiting for? Let's crown the queen. Well, welcome back everyone to Trash the Past and Crown the Queen. I'm your host, Whitney Morgan Ward, and I am so glad wherever you're at on this planet, thank you so much for tuning in. We have an incredible episode for you today, and I am so excited to get into this with you all. So first of all, I want to show you guys my crown. One of my very close friends, I have to pin it, like it has these holes that you have to pin it. So I'm just going to show you guys. Look at this though. It was my birthday, by the way. That's why she got me this crown. My birthday was yesterday, May 12th. And I usually record on Mondays, but obviously I took the day off. So it's Tuesday. And I just wanted to show you guys this crown because when I unwrapped it, I was like, OMG, this is everything. And so to all the queens out there, go buy yourself a crown because it's just like, who doesn't want a crown? Like we all deserve a crown. We are queens. So thank you for the special gift. Okay. If you don't know me, I have been on a journey to find myself, and it has been the best experience of my life. So my birthday was so symbolic this year of my rebirth and just everything that I have been working towards and focusing on and manifesting. And so we have a packed episode for you today. We're going to learn some insane things that is really going to help you and is going to get you to the next level because I know you want to get there. So first of all, when it comes to manifesting, I want to tell you guys that manifestation is thinking, speaking, and acting like the version of the person you want to become. And then with the acting comes your frequency and vibration. So this past weekend, right before my 32nd birthday, I had the opportunity to speak on a stage. By the way, I have my diffuser like right here and it's blowing in the camera. So just so you guys know, that's what that is. But I'm kind of liking the vibe. So I got the opportunity to speak on a stage. I have been manifesting, speaking, like I feel like that is what my soul is here for, is to speak and to teach and to share my knowledge, my wisdom, my growth with all of you. So when it comes to you manifesting your desires, don't give up. Keep going and just know that the opportunities will come and it's your responsibility to say yes. Because when you are manifesting, you can write the affirmations, you can scream in the mirror, you can tell yourself all day long that you are powerful and the creator of your reality. But when you are not looking for opportunities or saying yes to the opportunities, you cannot manifest your reality. You cannot say no. You need to say yes, even when it scares you. Even when it's like the scariest thing on the planet, you have to say yes to your opportunities. We are here on this planet to evolve, grow, and expand our soul. Okay? That is what we're here for. So go all in, say yes, believe in yourself. Because when I was standing on that stage this past weekend, you guys can go to my Instagram and my TikTok. I have like stuff on there so you can see them. But I remember standing there and I was so nervous, but I was reading A Course in Miracles, like long story of how I started reading that, but I was reading that and it was just talking about how fear is not real and fear is of the ego. Don't give into it. And so anyway, while I was standing on stage, it gave me like this reminder that it's not about me. It's about you. It's about your you ending your suffering, you getting to where you're supposed to go to live the most amazing life that you're supposed to live. And it wasn't about me. So do the thing afraid, just go all in, just like believe in yourself and like know that you belong there and know that it's for you, know that it's the purpose of your life, and your life will unfold in ways it's supposed to in divine timing. So that's what happened to me. And I just remember standing on the stage and I was like, oh my God, I'm just like this. I'm made for this. Like, I am so made for this. This is what I'm supposed to do. And I just wanted to share with you guys how excited I am to like have that experience right before my birthday. Then my birthday was on the full moon. Like, I just feel like I'm in alignment and I'm so grateful to be here. And I'm just like where I was when I started this podcast and where I am today, I am a completely different person. But I put in the work, I studied, I grew, I evolved. I did not give up, and I still will not give up. Like, this is my life, and I deserve to be here, and I deserve to live the life that God said live. And it is our birthright to live the life we came here to live. So anyway, that's what I wanted to share about that. This episode is all for the queens. I have so much on my heart that I want to share with you guys. I have my notes. So I have had countless women in my DMs, and we have a self-worth issue going on right now. Okay. And I want to tell you that I'm excited to share this with you because coming from a woman, hi, hello, me, I'm Whitney. I had no self-worth. I had no self-value, and I was always putting my self-worth in the hands of my career and men. And so what I want to talk about today is self-worth. And at the end, we're going to go over 3 tools that I'm going to give you that is going to help you start to embody your self-worth. Because you can have all of the mother effing knowledge you want, but until you start to implement these things and you actually start to embody the knowledge you have, knowledge is only power if you use the knowledge, okay? There are way too many women walking through life hoping someone else will finally make them feel worthy. Whether it's a man, your job, your parents, society, you have been conditioned to outsource your value. But baby, you are the worth, and that is a lie that we are going to trash right now, okay? Because your worth is not up for negotiations. We do not negotiate with terrorists. We do not negotiate with our self-worth. We are worthy because we are created in the image of God, in the image of the divine. And so we are worthy. It is our birthright. It is not up for negotiations. It doesn't depend on who texts you back. It doesn't depend on how many followers you have or who claps for you. None of it matters. What matters is you and the way you see yourself. This is where we talk about self-concept work, self-identity work. How do you identify yourself? Okay? I identify myself as a YouTuber, as a coach, a mentor, a creator. I identify myself as Barbie. Just kidding. But like a lot of times people just like, oh my gosh, you look like Barbie. So that's how I identify myself. You need to identify yourself with the truth of who you are. And the truth of who you are is perfect. You are made in the image of God. That is perfect. You need to see yourself through the eyes of the divine, the creator that created you. And that's the problem, is that we are not looking at ourselves through the eyes of God. We are looking at ourselves through the eyes of society, through the eyes of our exes, our families, our careers, and all of that is an illusion. All of that is programming, but it's not the truth. So what we need to do is shed the old version of us that has the need to be chosen. You need to choose yourself because you're worthy. You don't need someone else to choose you. You need to choose yourself. And this is like feminine energy 101. You need to pour into yourself. I used to wait for men to see me and choose me. And that got me into a world of chaos that I never belonged in. For a long time, I was waiting for the world to tell me I was enough. But now that I've gone through my healing, it doesn't matter to me what is happening out there. I know I'm enough because I know who I am now. But I have gone through a lot of healing and embodied everything that I'm telling you. And now I don't care about men. I don't care about that because I know that I am who I am and I'm working on becoming better and better. And I know that God has the perfect man for me. And when he's ready and when I'm ready, divine timing will link us up and we will go on our way to continue to live the life that we're meant to live on this planet. But I am not seeking for a man. I don't care about that. And I can't even explain to you guys. Actually being able to say that is so insane because my entire life, I just wanted to be chosen. I just wanted someone to choose me and, tell the world I was theirs. But what needed to happen was I needed to do that for myself. And when you can do that, you have all the power. And guess what? Everyone wants to choose you then. But then you become the chooser. You become the one that's like, I'm going to choose who I want to be with. But before I was just taking whatever was given to me because I was desperate. I didn't know who I was. But we're not doing that anymore. We are trashing that. We are crowning the queen within us, becoming who God says we are, and then the king will come when it is time. But for now, we need to get to the center of this self-worth issue that is happening in so many of us. Because you are shrinking yourself, you are overgiving, you are depleting yourself, you are silencing yourself, hoping maybe I'll be enough. Hopefully, maybe he'll choose me. But when you shrink yourself and overgive and deplete yourself, that's the opposite of feminine energy. And that's the opposite of how you need to pour into yourself and how this actually works. If you deplete yourself and give, what now? You don't have time to go to the gym. Now you don't have the energy to go to the gym. Now you don't have time to eat the right foods because you're just giving of yourself, running yourself to the ground. Do you think anyone wants to choose you when that's how you're living? The answer is no. People want to choose from a filled cup, not an empty cup. So you have to decide right now, I choose me and I crown myself. Look in the mirror. Whatever you are seeing, if you don't like it, it's you. It's not about the world. You're not a victim. But the world is a mirror constantly reflecting back to you who you are. When you raise your left hand in a mirror, what happens? Your left hand is in the mirror. So if you're not being chosen, it's because you're not choosing yourself. Start to choose yourself and watch how the world chooses you. It's an inward world, not an outward world like we've been told. You don't need to be validated because you are born valuable. Let's be honest. So many women are walking around with broken hearts and broken mirrors, reflecting back stories that never belonged to them. Hi, hello, me, Whitney. I didn't know that when I was 23 years old and me and my ex had broken up, that I was walking around with a broken heart, and 8 years later, that blew up in my face. You need to deal with your broken heart. Stop thinking that hiding your emotions and hiding your feelings and shoving this all away is going to help you. When you do not deal with your broken heart, that broken heart is what? Yes, sitting inside of you as a broken mirror. I know that this is kind of shitty to hear because it goes against everything that we were told. But this is the truth that will set you free. Your heart that was broken is so valuable and worthy. And it's okay to cry. It's okay to heal. You need to heal the brokenness and let it out, because what's happening is when you have a broken heart, that is an emotion that you probably need to cry and, deal with that you didn't, and you shove it down. And what happens? That energy is now stuck in your body. And you're moving through the world wondering, like, why do I keep going back to the same person? Why do I keep dating the same guy, different meat suit? I don't know why everyone thinks that's funny, but every time I say that, I always get like comments about it. Because you're not dealing with your internal world that is broken. Let it out, heal it, love it, love it. Don't be afraid of it. I used to rip on myself for crying, thinking like, stop crying, that's weak. No one wants to listen to you cry. But crying is sacred. Crying is your feminine energy. Crying is releasing the emotion out. And if you don't release the emotions, that energy just stays inside as a broken mirror, and the world is just continuing to reflect back to you brokenness because that's who you are internally. So when you just constantly are chasing other things, jobs, money, men, whatever it is, numbing out, watching TV, you're not dealing with what you need to deal with, and you are stuck in a loop. You're stuck in a cycle. It's okay to look at the mirror and love yourself again. You are worthy. You need to do this. This is how you're going to have true freedom. You are not more worthy because he stayed, and you are not less worthy because he left. He didn't complete you. He triggered what you still need to heal. If your husband, your boyfriend, your friends abandoned you, and that's how you feel, you abandoned yourself. So all you need to do, the ingredient that you need to put back in yourself is love, care, nurture. You cannot base your worth on a man's attention. When you do that, you hand him your crown. Again, I am here to remind you that you are a queen, royalty, meant to rise, not stay down low. You're not his option. You're not his emotional rehab. You're not his mother. You're not his emotional support project. You are not here to be chosen. You're here to remember who you are and step into that power and walk in it, embody it. Your feminine energy is your true source of power. Feminine energy is your birthright. My entire life, when I got heartbroken at 23, I also never was taught about masculine, feminine energy, but I cloaked myself in masculine energy. I didn't feel chosen. I felt hurt. And there were some other things that happened. And I decided, you know what? I got me. I'm going to just take care of me now. And I just put on my masculine energy until that doesn't work, because that's not who I am. I'm not a man. You're not a man. You are a woman. You are sacred. You are a goddess. You are a queen. And you need to start to remember that and act like that. Stop letting him trigger your emotions. If he's giving you half effort, what are you doing? Why do you care? Get bored with that. He doesn't text you back. Bye. I don't let people treat me like that. Stop letting them treat you like you're an option. Feminine energy is soft, radiant, magnetic. It doesn't chase. It attracts. It receives. You need to learn how to receive. I was talking to a client today, and she's like, I just can't receive. I'm like, you need to practice. When someone gives you a compliment, receive it. Don't be like, oh, you too. No, like, thank you so much. Receive it. If someone wants to buy your dinner, receive it. Like, why are we fighting as women receiving so much? You're worthy to receive. It's your birthright. So start practicing receiving. When you're rooted in your feminine, you don't beg, you don't shrink, you don't settle. You allow, you trust, and you align. Because when you step into your divine feminine, you don't have to do more to be worthy. You truly learn I am just worthy because God says I am, because I'm a human. It's my birthright. You need to be more of who you truly are. Shed the old, trash the past. Who are you? Go on the journey. Start to figure that out, because that's the shift that's going to change your life. When you feel like you are aligned and you're doing what you're meant to do, and you're getting signs from the universe that you are on the right path, you become unstoppable. You become a force. You become magnetic. You become what your heart truly desires and knows you're here for. That's when you're going to stop taking bullshit and taking behavior from men that doesn't make you feel valuable or special or in your goddess energy. But when you entertain it, you're saying, that's what I'm worthy of. But when you cut that off and you say, that behavior I'm bored with and I want nothing to do with it, that's where your power is. That's feminine energy. It doesn't chase, it attracts. And when you start to up-level yourself, you're going to vibrate on a higher frequency. And those guys that were giving you half effort are probably going to disappear. Don't chase them. Be grateful they're not in your life. They don't deserve you. They are leeches sucking your energy. Trash the past and crown the queen inside of you. That's how you're going to find the right person. Stop letting people give you less than what you are worth. But it is your responsibility to look within you. And let me tell you, Queens are meant to be seen. They're meant to be heard. My podcast is for the women that are meant to shine. The ones that are meant to come into alignment with who they really are and shine into the world. So as you start to go on this journey, your soul is going to ask you to do things that feel very uncomfortable. Do it. Do it scared. Do it anyway. Do it. When I started this podcast, June of 2023, I had no idea why this was happening to me. Why my soul was like, you need to start a podcast and start talking. I was in no way, shape, or form in the physical to be doing that. But something in me, it was pulling me. So whatever is pulling you, do it. It's you versus you. And I know you want the life you came here to live. So you must answer the call to your soul. When you don't answer the call, things are not going to be working in your favor. You're going to be on a loop in a life that is not meant for you. So when you answer the call and you start the TikTok, you start to study, you start to, maybe you need to apply for different jobs. Maybe your job is just sucking your soul and you can't stop complaining because you feel trapped there. Okay, do it. Go apply somewhere else. Move across the country. Move to a new city, a new state. Do what you have to do. This is your life. And your life depends on you answering the call to your soul, healing yourself, believing in yourself, and going on the journey to be the queen that you're meant to be. Build your queendom. But you must be willing to trash the past. And you are willing to do it. I know you are. If I can do it, you can do it. I literally do this for you so that you can see how worth it is. There's freedom that comes when you answer the call to your soul. When you heal all the bullshit that's bringing you down and you let it go, burn it in a fire. This is what life is about. It's about transcending the version of you that you created from your ego, from the illusion. But I know that you're tired of living a life that the world told you to live. I know you know there's more. I know that you feel it in your bones. There is more. There is. And all you have to do is answer the call to your soul. Going and speaking on that stage was scary. I remember being in the building and I'm like, am I really going to do this? I could just leave. I'm like, no. I must face the fear. Fear is fake evidence appearing real. It's not even real. I'm meant to do this. I've been manifesting this. This is what I have been wanting. Why was there something in my head telling me just leave? You don't have to do it. Because it doesn't know. It's so new to you. It's so new to your nervous system. It doesn't know what's going to happen. It's like, am I going to die? Like, what do you mean? Like, what if I mess up? What if everyone laughs? Blah, 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 blah. None of that matters. You were created to do the thing that's on your heart. It's meant for you. And it's okay if it's not perfect. It's okay if you feel lost at the beginning. It's okay if you don't understand why your soul is asking you to do this thing. It's okay. Just do it anyway. I want more than anything to see you free and for you to feel happy and alive, that's your birthright. That is what God put in us to be happy and alive as a neutral point of attraction, so that we know when we're not happy, we know what we're off. We know that we need to make a change because I'm not happy. But guess what? Only you can make the change. So do it. Okay. So here's 3 ways to validate yourself, to stop outsourcing your worth and start validating yourself. This is my favorite thing. I just really love when we validate ourselves. I just really love when we find our worth and live out the life we're meant to live. I just love it. It's the best thing ever. It's why we're here, and it is for you. So step 1, my fave, mirror work. Speak to your inner queen every morning, every night, every time you look in front of a mirror. Look up and be like, God, you're just the best thing that ever happened. You're the best gift to the world. Okay? When you validate yourself, you're speaking life into yourself and not death, not anxiety, not hate. So look in the mirror and say, I validate myself. I choose myself. I am enough always. I validate myself. I choose myself. I am enough always. Over and over and over and over. You need to be putting in a new loop in your mind, not the bullshit of all the past. Trash that shit. A new loop. I validate myself. I choose myself. I am enough always. You don't need to believe it yet. You're probably not even going to believe it, but keep saying it. Keep doing it. Keep that loop in your mind. And when something hits you, like some type of idea or something's like, hey, you should do this, do it. But the mirror, looking at yourself and speaking life into yourself, this is powerful. This is it. If you allow the mirror to work with you, if you work with the mirror is going to show you a new reflection. It's going to take some time, but it will work. One of the best things that I ever heard on my journey was, are you willing to face a few years of discomfort to have the life that you really want? Because that is what you need to do. You need to realize that it might be a few years of you being uncomfortable and learning new things and trying new things and putting yourself out there. And, sometimes things flop and sometimes things are great and whatever. But are you willing to do it just for a little while to then wake up to the truth of who you are? When you look in the mirror, remember who you are. I am created by God. I am perfect and wonderfully made. You need to look at yourself the way God sees you, as his daughter or her daughter. I know that God technically isn't like a man or a woman, or maybe she is, maybe he isn't. Who cares? You are created in the image of the divine. How does the divine see you? With love, appreciation, acceptance, wholeness. When Jesus was healing people, he saw them as whole. See yourself as whole and perfectly made, and speak life into yourself. 2, energetic boundaries. We are energy. Energy is everything. Literally nothing is solid. Everything is vibrating. Stop giving your energy to people that drain you. Stop giving your energy to situations that don't feel good and aligned and make your nervous system spike. No more explaining your worth. No more chasing closure. You don't need it. Trash the past. Your peace is your responsibility and it is your birthright. 3, tune into your body. Take 5 minutes a day to drop into your body. I do this at night and I sit in front of the mirror, literally, and I talk to myself. I tell myself, I love you. I tell myself, you're amazing. I tell myself, you're beautiful. Okay? Drop into your body. Do some breath work. Do a meditation. Turn on some frequency music. Turn on some subliminals. Get some sensual movement going. Turn on some music. Move your body. Shake your hips. Twerk. Whatever. But like, break the program of who you are to be who you're meant to be. But you have to decide to do this. Your worth is not in the hands of anyone else. It is in your hands, always and forever. Walk in nature. When we look to nature, when we put our feet in nature and ground ourselves, that is magnetic. You can literally do breath work and send negativity into Mother Earth. Send it to her. Let her have the negative energy. She wants it. She will take it. She will use it and transmute it and alchemize it. Give it to her. Stop holding on to the resentment. Stop holding on to the pain. Let it go. Ask yourself every morning, what do I need today to feel full? Maybe you need to work out. Maybe you need to switch it up and not go to the gym and go do yoga. Maybe you need to go jump in the ocean. Maybe you need to drive up to the mountains and go sit on a tree. I don't know. Do whatever you feel like you need to do to feel full, to feel happy. Let your body answer it and not your mind. We need to get out of our minds. Your worth isn't earned. It's given to you by God, by the divine, by source. It's time to stop letting the world convince you otherwise. You don't need to hustle for it. You don't need to prove it. You don't need to wait for a man to reflect it. You are already whole. You are already radiant. And you are already crowned. If you need more support, you guys can go to my Instagram, my link in bio. And I have a Glow Code Masterclass, which is like the start. Then there is a Glow Code course. It's my 7-step method system to glow up from the inside out and actually change yourself. Because this is just like a little bit, but like the Glow Code course is going to give you everything that you need. And then also I do offer one-on-one coaching that is going to transform you way quicker. So we can actually like get to the root of what's going on and work that out so that you can like break through way quicker. So if you guys want any of that, I would love to work with you. Support your girl. I work very hard on everything I do to help you all. So you can go to my link in bio on Instagram, Whitney M Ward _ that on TikTok as well. So that's it for today. Trash the past, crown the queen. You are the queen. I love you so much. Let me know in the comments what your favorite part of this episode is. And make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share this message with anyone that you know, your bestie, your sister, your mom, your niece, maybe your boyfriend. I know that I have lots of men that listen, and I love that because we all learn so much from hearing the other perspective. So send this to your brother. Send it to anyone. Thank you guys so much. I love you. And as always, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go.